Well, Thursday night, the 31st of January. We'll be adding that to our calendar. Actually, let's do that while we're here. We are 23 minutes out from being announced. I thought it'd be a good idea to just go over kind of what's been announced so far and where this channel is going throughout the rest of this year. So this year so far, we've had all three headliners announced, which is the earliest that's ever happened. Traditionally, the second announcement is more of a big one. Usually we get around 70 names. And the year that I go, and I can't squeeze in 20 bands, is the year that I've grown out of music. So hopefully that never happens. Right, I'm really sorry that it's dark here. I'm really sorry it's dark here. It's dark outside. So, 1858, aka 8:58. What we say in Twitter, 2 minutes. Now, if they're anything like they've been doing for the last few years, they'll be late because they're cheeky. It's just gonna be that part of that video where I'm just randomly talking and nothing. Don't be giving me this bullshit. Here we go. Okay, amazing. So, first things first, we've gone back to the column view. Looks like, holy shit, 50 acts added, and the leak was legit. That's the first time in years that's happened properly. So, let's start on the Friday. 1975, Royal Blood. Great to see Royal Blood back, and they're supporting the 1975 a just position. I think that in the next few years they'll be higher. Did I just get an email from it as well? 50 new acts added. Holy shit, this is huge. Who else on the Friday? The Wombats, Yumi at 6, Juice WRLD we knew obviously before, Charlie XCX, more of a poppy name, but obviously understandable. Twin Atlantic, okay. TBC headliner on the NME tent. I'm still holding reserves for Bring Me the Horizon, but more and more I think that might not happen. Fredo, Circle Waves, great addition. I think that we'd already known that. Someone had already said that they'd announced that in one of their live gigs. Pale Waves, we already knew. Joji, Hayley Kiyoko, we already knew. The Night Cafe, they are a band that lovely commenters on this channel have been telling me about for the last week or so. Really liking some of their music. Lauren's a big fan. Blocks, saw them last year. Really didn't enjoy them, but you know, their latest single's really cool, so I'm open to that. Post Malone and 21 Pilots, as we knew before, and Blossoms to support on the main stage again. That one's a bit of a shocker for me. Anderson .Paak and the Free Nationals, that will be brilliant. AJ Tracey, The Hunter, Against the Grain and Alma. Oh sorry, Against the Current and Alma. Cool, whatever. And then we've got Muramasa headlining the Radio 1 stage. That's a shocker for me, I have to say. Billie Eilish, which we already knew about. Second, supporting on the Radio 1 stage, that would be huge. Stefflon Don, which we already knew about. Paris, that we already knew about. Gunna and Slow Tie, that's brilliant. I love Slow Tie. Featured in Music Club last week. Foo Fighters, obviously the last headliner that we knew about. A Day to Remember, I know that my old housemate will be a big fan of that one. Frank Hart and the Rattlesnakes on the main stage, that's gonna be fucking brilliant. The Distillers playing the main stage, so we don't have to worry about missing them. We can see them and Foo Fighters, that's all good. Lil Uzi Vert, Youngblood, I'm sure that'll be, which we already knew about, and I'm sure a lot of people will be a fan of. And playing 4 sets across the weekend, Enter Shikari. Playing 4 sets across the weekend, Enter Shikari. That's new. Crazy that they've announced that. I don't think they'll be the headliner on the Friday, that would be a bit weird, but okay, cool. They must be on 2 different days. Is that the same for Leeds? I'll have a look at the Leeds poster in a minute. Other names that are also playing, but in A to Z, we've got Andy C, the drum and bass veteran, Becky Hill, Bexy, Blanavon, a name I've never heard before, Bowling for Sloop. Good to see that Bowling for Sloop will be playing on the pit by the looks of things. Camel Fat, which we already knew about, Cave Town, Cumthazine, that's a new one for me. Crewcast, obviously we knew about Crewcast. D Block Europe, new one for me. Dennis Salter, who we knew about before. Destruction Boys, a new one for me. Fisher, also a new one for me. G-Flip, obviously we knew about before. Kick-started the Who the Fuck series. Heady One, another new one. Some of these band names are wonderful. Hockey Dad, Holy Goof, Honey Dijon, Loud Luxury and No Rome, all new bands for me. I might have heard of Hockey Dad before. Notes, which we know about. Nothing Nowhere, NGS, Octavian, Peace, Love Peace, SAS, SAS, 10 Tons, the younger brother of, where's 10 Tons gonna play? He played the Festival Public stage last year, and he's not on any of those. We played the Festival Republic 2 years on the trot. Does that happen? The younger brother of George Ezra at 10 Tons. A great singer-songwriter, indie discoer. The Chats, I'm on Smoke Hard. I know that Emma Illingworth, a loyal fan of this channel, will be a big fan of that one. The Japanese House, obviously, that must be like a Friday thing with Pale Waves in the 1975, because they're all mates, aren't they? The Main and Twisted Heel. So much to learn. I know half of those people, if that. I know barely any. So, great announcement. How many people am I looking forward to seeing? Let's see if we can get over 20. The 1975, Royal Blood, The Wombats, Circa Waves, Pale Waves, and The Night Cafe and Blocks. Post Malone, 21 Pilots, Blossoms, Anderson .Paak and the Free Nationals, Muramasa, Billie Eilish, Slow Tie, Foo Fighters, Frank Hart and the Rattlesnakes, The Distillers, Enter Shikari, Churches, Sundara Karma, The Amazons, Andy C, Camel Fat, G-Flip, Dennis Salter, Peace, 10 Tons, and The Chats. I don't know how many that is now. 28 bands. That's going to be such a good weekend. 28 bands, and we're now on what, 70 acts in total? So we're not even halfway. We're not even halfway. Not even 50% the way through this year's announcement, and we've got so much there. A lot of that is going to be really interesting stuff to be checking out over the next 50 days, starting probably Sunday. I'll be continuing with my Who the Fuck series, and we can look further and further into who some of these names are and just go on a real discovery journey. That's the point of this video, and that's the point of this channel. I'd love to know what you have to say about all of these acts and your thoughts on the announcement so far. A real interesting one for me. Biggest shock there is that Blossoms aren't headlining The Enemy and Muramasa is. And then Enter Shikari playing four sets for the whole weekend. That's crazy. Do you reckon that'll be like, is that just at Reading? 4 sets across the weekend at both Reading and Leeds. That's 8 gigs in total. Fucking crazy workhorses, I swear. Anyway, thoughts in the comment section below as always. I'd love to know what you think about this announcement. Who is it that you're most excited from these new bands to see? Who are you shocked by? Who do I need to check out? And if you do want to let me know, then if you could just recommend a song, that would be great as well. Love to know your thoughts. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the future. Cheers, bye.